Hey guys, it is Creepatizer, and I'm here for another tutorial on Unturned. Now, this one's gonna be a little more useful than the controls tutorial, but you kind of need because you can do that in the normal tutorial. So yeah, this one is going to be more about how to survive your first few days in Unturned, and then how to slowly advance, and then maybe I'll do another episode on how to be a little more advanced in the server, like what kind of weapons you need and what kind of stuff you need. So I'm currently on the map PEI, which is this map. It's the first map that was created for Unturned, and it is in fact the easiest. So that is why I recommend you do this map first. It's it's a relatively big map, honestly. It's a little bigger than like Washington and stuff, but it's still a decently good map. Um, yeah, it's just supposed to be one of the easier maps because everything is a little bit you know, just I don't know. I don't know exactly why it's supposed to be easier, but I guess it's more simple. There's no big Easter eggs. There's no like big boss fights. So this is just get your groundwork so that you know how to actually play the game in the other maps. Now, this is how we want to do this. First, what you want to do when you're starting your little unturned life is you want to find a small town or a farm. So I'm in Stratford, which is one of the bigger towns. Don't do what I did and gone there. I just went there just so I could be in a cool place. But what you really want to go to is somewhere like Montag or one of the farms or Charlottetown, like more down here. That way you're on like a smaller town because smaller towns have less zombies in it, and I think they have the same loot. Just bigger towns have uh more stuff you can loot. So the first thing you want to do when you get into town is find a weapon. You need like some sort of melee weapon, not a gun, nothing like that, but like this saw over here. Now, when you go into houses or libraries, you're bound to find the same things: some food, and most likely like these common kitchen knives or these nice golf clubs or a baseball bat. Um, if you come to one of these construction areas, there is a chance you'll find a nail gun like I did. So yeah, it'll be these are pretty useful. They don't make any sound, but they're not like the best guns to use. So yeah, you just want to get a nice melee weapon because you don't want to start popping off shots in the middle of a town with full of zombies because that'll attract a lot more zombies and you most likely will die. So yeah, I'm trying to fire at this thing. It's a nice sound actually. I never noticed that. But okay. Next thing you're going to have to do is find some food and water. Now that'll be completely essential. I know you might be like, but Creep, I'm not thirsty yet. I'm not hungry yet. Well, you will be, and you're going to need food. So you'll find a lot of foods in like places you would think to find them. Honestly, just think about where you would find something in a real life zombie apocalypse, and it'll probably be there. Like a diner. You're gonna find food there, like that little diner over there. There's food in there. There'll be food in houses as well, but there's just more food in diners. And the hospital. You'll need healing items. That's also the next thing on the list. Healing items. Now, I know you can't always make your way to a hospital. There are also pharmacies which also give you healing items, which is pretty cool. But the most common type of healing items you're going to find in your early stage, you're not going to find like a medical kit, which is an which is an epic item, and it like heals almost full your health. It's pretty cool, like 75% health. But you probably won't have access to that in your first stages. So what you want to do is go to crafting and then go to supplies. Now, you want to get cloth, and then you can craft that into rags, which don't really heal you that much. They're really just to stop bleeding. Then, out of 2 rags, you can make a bandage, which is a decent healing item, for like small wounds or stuff. It also stops bleeding. Then if you make enough rags to make 2 bandages, and then a dressing. This is going to be your best healing item for your common days. So I like to apply that to my number 3, just because it's nice that way. Then I can just press 3 and pull it out and heal up. This thing heals like 45% health, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good, seeing as it's actually decently cheap. Now you're probably wondering, where do I get cloth? Well, if you walk up to some sort of clothes or something, pick it up, and then you salvage it. That's how you get cloth. Some people are like, how do you get cloth? I can't. But yeah, this is how you get cloth. It's actually pretty easy. It's pretty simple. So yeah. Yeah, let me just change it to day. There we go, that's better. What else do we have here? We have clothes. Yes, that's one of the big things. Now, I believe you do spawn in with clothes if you choose like a role or something. But you really want to find clothes with nice space. Like a t-shirt doesn't have much space, but like a hoodie will. A hoodie will have a lot of space. You want to find like pants. You want to find a whole set of clothes and even like a backpack or something, because that will help you a lot. Now, I'm assuming you haven't by now gone to any military encampments, so you're probably still in your little town. And you're probably gonna want to get a nice car, because, you really need a car. If you want to get to places, cars are the best way to get from place to place, except for like helicopters and airplanes, but even I don't know how to fly them. I've tried flying an airplane. I ran into a tree. It was not a fun experience, let me tell you that. So yeah. What else do we have? No, I wrote this on the other sign, but I meant to put this earlier. So you need armor. You're probably not gonna find any good armor, like, without going to a military site or a police station, but you will be able to find stuff such as the civilian vest, which is a decent little protection right there. Like, say you're on a PvP server and you get shot in the chest or a zombie hits you, most likely it's supposed to like prevent damage to the chest. So if something hits you in the chest, it will do less damage. And it also gives you some more space. So that's another plus about vests. Man, I need some more food. I'm actually gonna go to the diner and actually do some actual gaming right now. But yeah. Um going back to cars, you will find a lot of cars with missing wheels and stuff, so you gotta find a car with all the wheels, or find a tire. You gotta find a tire to put on the wheel. That way you can actually, drive it. So, you're gonna need fuel, and you're gonna need a lot of other things, but main things from a car is a car jack, a blowtorch to heal the car, and a fuel tank, like a gas can that you get from like gas stations and engineering places. I forgot what that was called. Like a gas station over there. That's where you get all the gas, and sometimes blowtorches and car jacks. Now here's the police station. Now this is also one of the other places where you'll find a lot of weapons. I have my stuff tuned up, and I have a lot of mods going on. I'll point out, I don't think any of these guns actually here are... Actually, no. The Cobra's vanilla. That's a vanilla weapon that you will find in a police station. What is this? Oh, civilian night vision. This is another cool topic. So, you can get a nice civilian night vision. It looks like pretty cool goggles. I honestly don't use it because they just look black and white. And it's not that good. I really don't like it. But, you can always use it if you want to. This is all modded weapons right here. I kind of want to deinstall the mods so I can have the normal stuff, but this also brings up another good point right here. This place is in the jail cell. Now, in the jail cell, you're gonna find a lot of ranger weapons and just a lot of bandit kind of stuff. So like you can even find AK-47 there, I believe. Like if you're really lucky. So yeah. Let me think here. What else am I missing? This is basically how you survive your first day of turn. These are all your kind of necessities you need. But yeah, I think that's like everything that you need to survive. Unless you don't know how to kill zombies, which is fairly easy. You just back up while punching them. It's not that hard. Oh, wait, yes, a common gun. And also, I suggest you try to grab some metal scrap, an axe, and a chainsaw, um, early on, so that you can, yeah, so sorry, I had to pause for a second, but, yes, you want an axe, or a chainsaw, something that cut down trees. You're gonna need those, to build a house. That's also my next topic. Also you're gonna need a saw for wooden planks if you want to like do some nice little storage crates, which I will actually just go on another tutorial later. Like I'll probably make another tutorial video on how to make a nice little house, and then get metal scrap because you're gonna need that in the end game. Not too much, but at least a little bit. And then, last but not least, you're going to need a pretty good gun. Well, at least a decent gun for your start. Now, these guns, the guns vary on the maps, but PEI and Washington are pretty similar. They spawn in Colts and Aces in many of in most of the houses, and some of the zombies you kill as well. Sometimes when you kill a zombie, it'll drop a Colt or an Ace. These are like the most common weapons in the game. So, let's see here. The Colt was one of the first weapons in the game, I think. And it's a decent gun. It's really only for killing zombies. PvP wise, it's not the best. But the Ace, however, is pretty dang good. It has less ammo and you can't fire it as rapidly, but it does a lot more damage. So, yeah, killing stuff with this would be pretty easy. And you can also find ammo for it in like the gun shop, like over there. Here, we have one right here actually. A nice little gun shop right here. These things, this is a mod. There's a lot of modded weapons here. I really gotta uninstall that, but you can find, as you can see, some Colt magazines, some sport shots, and I'll get on the sport shot in a second. But you can find Ace magazines, almost like the civilian guns. Like, look, there's an Ace clip right there. Now I can reload this whenever I want. If you press T, you can also see what other ammo you have and attachments you can put on, which I will get on like a little gun tutorial or whatever. But yeah, it's yeah, see, there's a nice little fire rate for that one then. So you can't fire it exactly as fast, but yeah. So yeah, I'm almost out of time actually. I kind of wanted to put a little more. I might make a part 2. But you also find a sports shot, which looks good, but it's not a good gun at all. This is like one of the only weapons besides the nail gun that takes more than one shot to headshot to kill a zombie in with a headshot. Now, police stations are great to find your most common weapon, your most advanced weapons for like a new guy. As is the Cobra, it's a pistol, but it also has an automatic setting. I don't believe it does as much damage, and that's why. And it holds a lot of ammo, so yeah, it has a really good fire rate as well. So yeah, those are kind of the guns that you'll find. Other guns really, if you find them, they're gonna be pretty rare. Like the blunt force is a great gun. You can find it at police stations. And yeah, I also believe you can find eagle fires in Washington, but as I said, the guns change upon which map. Most of them stay the same, but like in Germany, instead of Colts, there are Lugers, which hold more ammo. They don't quite look as nice, but yeah, you should. So just you see these necessities right here. This is what you're gonna need, like all of these. So just like take a screenshot or something. I don't know, do whatever. That's what you basically need. So yeah. Also, some cars actually hold more than others, so that's also something to note. I'll get into the more advanced stuff later. You really don't want to go to the military base unless you have a nice gun and a good melee weapon, and at least like some civilian vest, or you have to be pretty good at killing zombies. I know I did it in my Germany map playthrough while you guys weren't there, but that's because I am pretty decent at killing zombies and very experienced in at least the single player. I do play multiplayer a lot actually, but yeah. So this is about all the time we have for today. Leave a like, comment, subscribe on what I want to do, what you want me to do more. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all.